Hey, the heavyweights are back, and now we have two American heavyweight champions in the world. So without further ado, to say a few words and take your questions, I think the new star in boxing, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Charles Martin.
Yeah! Yeah! Show us the belt!
Man, I'm
Show us it!
It's still soaking in, you know what I mean? I'm finally a world champion, you know. A lot of hard work, you know, it was a long camp, 11 weeks, you know, so that was a lot of, you know, pent up frustration and anger, and I had bad intentions on all the punches I was throwing. Unfortunately, you know, it ended the way it did, but, you know, he was a warrior, he's a good fighter. I hope he's okay, and stuff like that, and he can continue with his career. And, yeah,
Charles, Robert was a real combat meeting. Were you expecting a fight of such frustrating proportions? It seemed like Laskov was just frustrated, trying to reach you and just did himself in.
Well, I knew he was 20 pounds lighter than me, so I wasn't looking to throw. You know, I couldn't throw a three-piece combination or anything more than that, you know, because he wouldn't be there to get hit with it, you know. So I'm more of a calculated fighter, and I won't throw it unless, you know, I'm going to land it. So I knew I had to wait until, you know, he slowed down, you know, because we train to get stronger as the fighters get slower. You know, they show weakness and fatigue in the ring. That's when we capitalize on those signs.
It looked at some point like you were just waiting for something to happen. You explained to me that period during the 3 rounds where you were just waiting for something to happen and it just didn't for Laskov.
Yeah, you know, I'm a patient fighter, and I know we had 12 rounds to go, and I was going to catch up to him eventually. You know, I knew he couldn't get in to do what he wanted to do because, you know, I kept my distance, but yeah, we were going to catch up eventually.
Please raise your hands for a microphone.
Charles, Chris Connor here, Cyber Station Radio Boston. I got a question for you and also a question for Leon. I'll start with Leon. You've had guys come close to getting a world title. I know that you represented a guy now over a top rank who had a title. How big is it for you having a piece of a heavyweight title, knowing this is your guy? You've developed him and you've molded him.
Well, I told my partner Louis and my partner Dominic when I came home from New York last May or June, when I met Charles and we made a deal to work together, that Louis, we just signed the next heavyweight champion of the world. I was that confident. Did I expect it to happen this quick? Did I expect Tyson Fury to beat Klitschko and the title get vacated? No, but I expected him to win the heavyweight title. I've had a piece of a heavyweight champion before, Sultan Ibragimov, and there's nothing better than being involved with the heavyweights because that usually drives the train. And it did for many years in the U.S. with Ali and Frazier and all the great American heavyweights. Well, they're back. You got 2 of the 4 belts now here. And this guy's the real deal. He's better than all of them. And he's going to beat all of them at some point.
Over here.
Thank you. Charles, do you see this as a mixed blessing? Obviously, it's a big victory to be the heavyweight champion of the world, one of the heavyweight title holders, but at the same time, this was a grand spotlight being on this card, and you didn't necessarily get a chance to show what you think you're capable of because of what happened with Laskov.
Yeah, definitely. I got a lot to show, you know. I just wanted to display what we've been working on for so long, you know. Unfortunately, it ended the way it did. But, you know, I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon.
Quick question for Charles, and maybe his management might want to answer this, but congratulations. And if you were in control of your own destiny, what would be next for you?
Unify all the belts. I want to fight Tyson Fury. I want to fight Deontay Wilder. I want everything. I want all the hardware. Starting with this IBF right here.
Any particular order?
Well, Tyson Fury has more belts, so we'll take that first then.
Tyson's busy with Klitschko, obviously, so I think people would want to see the first step, which would naturally be Charles and Deontay. I think that's a fight that a lot of people would want to see.
As long as the fans want it, I'm with it. Yeah.
Two big, strong American heavyweights that can punch like that. Lights out. And he's the better one.
Charles and company. Hey Charles, congratulations, congrats guys. So Fury and Klitschko probably fight May or June, so you could get in a fight before that. So what would maybe be likely a defense against someone that maybe we don't know? What do you guys think for next? Because Fury wouldn't be available next.
That's too early, you know, to discuss. He just won the heavyweight championship. I think that's something. Yeah, but certainly unification is very high on the priority list.
Next question.
One short question for Charles, just following up on what you said before. You had an 11-week camp, which most certainly bared heavy on you. Do you think you might have overtrained for this fight a little bit?
Honestly, I don't know. At times I felt that way. You know, I felt like, you know, I'm peaking and you know, we're still going. You know, it seemed like forever because, you know, we were going to fight Dominic Brazil and then, you know, we pulled out the fight for this world title. So
By the way, he wanted
it was all combined. Yeah.
He fought with us. Can I do both?
I'm going to show the world, you know, I got that fight. I got that fighter's heart, man. I'm a complete fighter, man. You know, you got to handle all fights differently. You know what I mean? Like some guys you want to, you know, do different things to. But I just can't wait to get back in there, man.
Congratulations, Charles.
Thank you.
What was your reaction to the crowd's negative reaction after you've seen to take responsibility for him tearing his ACL and you had about 10,000 people booing you?
Oh, I didn't
hear that.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew I didn't do like hit him. I knew I didn't. You know, something happened. You know, he tore his ACL. But you know, he didn't have a punch. You know, he was going to my body and stuff like that. You know, I didn't. He just didn't have enough power. You know, so I was gonna catch up with him eventually. You know, I'm patient. I'm a patient fighter. You can watch in all my previous fights. You know, I'm very patient, and I did not take credit for that. ACL tear, no. I knew I didn't hit him. That's why I was confused. I'm like, what just happened? I didn't even know what happened when it happened, but, you know.
Charles, with everything that's gone on in St. Louis, with Ferguson, the Rams leaving, the political turmoil, how big does it feel for you being the one shining moment now? You're the role model. You're the guy that people look up to now. How big is it for you being now a face for hope down there?
Yeah, it's a good thing. Honestly, I haven't been back home, you know, in like so long. Like since I left when I was like 12 years old.
Those base though.
But yeah, that's pretty good because I'm from there. You're right. It feels good. It feels good.
Charles, congratulations on your win, champ. Deontay Wilder got a knockout, and it was a deadly knockout, but he got touched also. Do you see any flaws in this game? Did you see anything that you may be able to exploit tonight?
You didn't watch it. You didn't see the fight.
Oh, okay.
But I heard he got a vicious knockout.
Did you see anything in his past fights that you may be able to exploit and take advantage of? Any weaknesses?
Yeah, definitely. They can't fight southpaw.
Who can?
All right, in the middle. For everyone in the back, in that crowd, there's plenty of seats up here, so don't be shy.
Hi Charles, Sarah Gruber, Round by Round Boxing. I just have a question for you. You said that you want to fight Fury, and you said that it's because he has the most belts. Is there anything else about Fury that intrigues you that you want to fight? Anything that, anything about him?
I'm not a bad guy. I don't like talking and talking down on people and stuff. It's not my style, man. But you know, everybody has their little things, little kinks in their armor that can be exposed if you know how to capitalize on them.
Tyson's an unbelievable self-promoter. You saw him here jumping on the ring, taking off his shirt, yelling at everybody, telling me he's going to knock him out, saying he's a bum, I'm going to knock you out, you're next. He's a great self-promoter. I can't think of him. Yeah, that's a good point. Leon just said, he was hurt from the first right hook. He looked wobbly to me. We don't have the benefit of instant replay. I don't know how it looked to you guys, but it looked
Down
to
three
us
times.
that he was
One
down
a
and he was
slip.
hurt
They
the
called
first
it a
time.
knock. They should have called it a knockdown. All three times he was down.
But Tyson was already here promoting a potential fight, which is great. That obviously we would welcome if he can get past a very big task he's got coming up. But that's the best thing about a guy like that. I mean, what an unbelievable promoter, and what an unbelievable way to really launch, Charles's career.
But from a boxing standpoint, is there anything that you see in maybe in his game or in his style, anything that you would match up well with?
Charles?
Yeah,
He's big and he'll look great getting knocked out.
Let him say it. Let him be the bad cop.